Hey guys, what's up? So today I wanted to film a get ready with me. I first want to say I'm sorry about the echo. There's hardly any furniture in my beauty room, so I'm trying to do the best I can, but I did want to utilize the daylight because it's looking good today. But I'm going to start off by straightening my hair. I just have some errands that I have to run today, and I need to do the dishes and do some laundry. So I am going to get ready for the day, and I have kind of a dilemma. I am out of my normal moisturizer that I use, so I'm gonna have to use some of the Aveda line, which that's okay. I'm so used to my normal moisturizer. But I am just straightening my hair first. I already sprayed heat protectant in it, and then I used the Aveda volumizing tonic when it was damp. And usually I would like curl my hair if it was, you know, like work or something like that, but I don't start work until tomorrow. So I kind of just wanted to get on here and chat with you guys. I'm gonna try not to take forever because I know a lot of my videos are super long, and I know unless they're super interesting, it's hard to like stay on a video for that long. And don't mind like the weird background. I know like this door is closed, this door is kind of open. It's just so that my cats can get out when they need to, and I don't really have anything going on except for that, and you can't really see that anyways, so just bear with me. And then I do have a mirror set up over here so that I can see what I'm doing, so that's why I'm kind of looking in that direction. But I haven't just sat down and talked to you guys in a while and done my makeup, and it's gonna kind of be like my everyday routine when I'm, you know, just going to work or maybe a job interview or just hanging out around the house. Normally I don't wear makeup or do my hair, but today I felt like I needed to. And then it's kind of chilly outside, so I'm wearing this sweater. I think I got it from Penny's last year around this time, so it just kind of looks festive. And I just separate my hair into like 3 layers. And that's just the easiest way for me to get everything the way that I would like it to. Okay, now that the hair is mostly done, sometimes I won't do like the back completely or the sides just because I do go in with setting spray and it kind of dampens everything a bit. So I'm just going to go in with moisturizer, and today I'm taking the Aveda Hydrating Lotion. I love this stuff. It really does hydrate, and it does what it says it's supposed to do. And I also use it on my clients as well. It is rather liquidy. I feel like it's not that thick, but it's the Botanical Kinetics, which it's really actually affordable too. And I just take a couple pumps of this, if I can get it open, there we go, and just pop it on my skin. I've already showered for the day, so my face has been washed. And this is just like the next step, and I always drag it down the neck as well. This is why we can't have nice things. He's trying to smell my coffee. So, sorry about that. Once the moisturizer has set in, I'm gonna go in with foundation. I'm super pale, but I'm gonna be taking the Born This Way foundation. As you can see, the color is a little bit off. So I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in the shade 202 Creamy Natural and kind of mix these together to come up with a somewhat similar shade to what my skin is right now. And then before I do that, I'm gonna just color correct with some of my green Makeup Forever corrector. And I'm just gonna correct my nose and then these two little friends that I have here. Okay. And that's just gonna help neutralize the skin before I apply the foundation. Okay. And I don't use a lot of this. I usually just take one pump of that shade and then I take a little bit of this kind of to balance it out. And then I'll just blend in with my finger. And I love the Too Faced foundation, but it kind of oxidizes, and I don't really like that about it. But it is medium to full coverage, which is super nice. And I think that's why I continue to use it, because of the coverage that it offers. And I always take a decent amount on the neck too. Just because it does oxidize a bit, like I said, and then the rest I'll just put on my forehead. And blend some down onto the eyelids as well. Usually I just let concealer do that job. But sometimes when I do have darker under eye circles, I like to go in with both, just for that additional coverage. Next I'm going to go in and color correct further with, of course, everybody already should know this if you've been watching my tutorials recently. I have been loving to color correct my dark circles, and for that I always use the Pixi Under Eye Corrector. This stuff is amazing. It was kind of expensive. I think maybe $9 or $10, I don't know for sure. But I just always color correct under my eyes, and it is kind of thick, so I try not to go overboard on it because it can really make the under eyes look cakey. Next we're going to go in with concealer. I'm using the L'Oreal True Match, and I love this. It is a little too yellow for my skin, but it looks really nice underneath the under eyes. Ooh, I just made my nose crooked. And then I'm going to take some on the forehead to spot conceal around the nose, the chin, a little bit on the smile lines, and then of course my eyelids as well. Same beauty blender, we're just going to take the opposite side and really work that into the skin. So although, you know, your foundation and concealer does set into the smile lines, I just feel like it makes it more even, and I don't know, I love the way concealer looks when it's applied evenly. Alright, so before everything creases, I'm going to go in with my Coty Airspun powder. And I know I tend to use, you know, similar products, but this is pretty much what I do every day, and I just wanted to, you know, show you guys my everyday routine. So I'm just taking the Coty Airspun powder and pressing it into the areas that I highlighted with the concealer, and I push it into the skin just so that it doesn't just sit on top of the skin, because I feel like this kind of looks cakey when it's just, you know, left onto the skin to bake. So I do like to press everything in with the damp beauty blender, and that way, you know, the powder won't look so harsh. And I'm just setting the rest of my face with the powder. And then I will take my blending brush. This is the one that I love. It's very dense. And I'll just go over the face. And this will just kind of help ease the cakiness, if there is any, from all of the powder products you're using, which once you set it, everything will look okay. It's just, when you first start off, it might look a little powdery. But next we're gonna go in with my contour shade. This is the Wet n Wild Trio, or not Trio. This is the Wet n Wild Duo that I love. And then I'm just gonna bronze up the cheeks. And then the jawline and down the neck. And on a regular basis, I don't contour. I hardly ever contour anyways, unless it is like a special occasion or maybe a holiday event or something like that. But like every day, I don't just contour. I usually just do an overall bronze of the skin, just to bring some life back in. Do a little bit on my nose, and then everything is pretty much, you know, balanced out after that. Okay, awesome. Next we're going to move into blush. I'm just going to take the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the color Party. This is a really nice muted rose shade, and I love it. It's my go-to blush every day, and I'm just going to apply that with a dual fiber brush. And it is pretty pigmented, so I just lightly apply the blush. And then I always hit my forehead as well, just a little bit. I learned that trick from Ciao Bella or Meg. It just kind of balances everything out, and you could even hit your nose a little bit too with it. Just don't bring it down, because then your nose can kind of appear broken or bruised. But I really like that contrast between the blush and the bronzer. Now I'm just going to go in and highlight. Recently I've been dabbling back into my Smashbox Spotlight palette in Pearl. It's the Casey Holmes and Smashbox collaboration. I usually take a mixture of the lightest shade, which is in Below a Fuse. No, Turn It On. Turn It On and then Crank It Up. I love those two shades. And of course I'm going to take my handy dandy fan brush. And I just go in and highlight. And I just love it. It's so nice. It doesn't show a lot of texture, which I appreciate because my skin has a lot of texture. I deal with normal to dry, but then I just have a lot of texture through my cheeks, and I've never really understood it because my skin is usually so dry. But occasionally I have some breakouts and things like that. Everybody does. So that is what it looks like. I love it. It just really brightens everything up. And then I also do the top of my lip too. Okay, so next I usually move on to brows so that I have a really nice base for the eyeshadow and kind of how I want my eyeshadow to look. So I am going to do my brows first, and then I will set everything. That's my next step. I'm going to do my brows off camera since you guys have seen them a million times, and I will be right back. Okay, so the brows are done. I've zoomed you guys in a little closer. I really shouldn't have because my brows are not looking good today at all. But I haven't had them threaded in a long time, so that probably explains it. I am going to set my face though with the Hangover 3-in-1 spray. I shake it up, and then I'm going to go in today and use the Jaclyn Hill palette. I love this, but I haven't had the time to really break into it recently. So I'm going to take that today. And first I'm going to go in with the shade Silk Cream, which is this really nice warm tone transition color. And I'm going to take this brush right here and pop it into my crease. Taking that same shade, I'm going to pop it into the lid as well, or all over the lid. I'm going to take the shade Pooter, which is this brown right here, and I'm going to do the same thing. And this color is just going to really add definition in that crease, and I'm really just going to focus this on the outer part. As you can see, it's adding dimension already. So I'm going to take the color Roxanne and pop it into the outer V. That's going to further add definition. Sometimes I do this with my makeup. I kind of just make the outer portion of my eye a lot more defined. And then I'm going to just start working that in. But as you can see, I'm kind of leaving that blank space because that's where we're going to add in some light. So I think I'm going to take the color SBN, which is this really nice shimmery brown.
Get off of my eyeshadow palette. Get off. Get off.
Oh my god, you just got... you're such a little brat. I'm going to spray that a little bit and pop some of that shade on to my lid. And this is like a bronzy shade, so it's going to really stick in with that theme. And I'm just going to take these two shades from the Tartelette in Bloom and just highlight my brow bone. Since there's shimmer on the skin and in the inner corner and everything else, I'm just going to apply those matte creamy shades. Awesome, and then one more blend out. And then I'm going to take that brush and I'm going to go in and apply those same shades that I put on my lid underneath my lash line. I'm just going to apply some mascara. I'm using the Lash Paradise and the CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom. And then next I'm just going to add a lip, and I love using the Urban Decay lipstick in Back Talk. This was a 100-point perk and I love it. It's like this really nice mauve tone shade, and usually I would apply like a lip liner, but just for the purpose of this video. But this is pretty much it. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.